What's good YouTube? It's your boy.
It's your girl Keela.
And today we're going to be checking out Kevin Samuels. Now, to be honest, I'm a big advocate of Kevin Samuels. I love him. We haven't did any reactions, but people have been telling us we should do reactions to him.
Love the guy. Love him.
Love him. Like, I love what he's doing. Well, R.I.P. I love what he was doing. I love the fact that he was actually trying to help, even though some women or some people in general did not understand it. But at the same time, sometimes you just have to be straightforward about things, and you have to give people advice and tell them things that they might not want to hear to help them get past whatever stuff they're going through mentally, or what just their wrong way of thinking. But I don't want to go too crazy with the intro. If you haven't seen Kevin Samuels yet, you give or take, you might love him.
Check him out.
You might not. You know what I'm saying? Some people love his message, some people don't. But the one thing I'll say is people wouldn't follow him so much, and people wouldn't love what he does so much, and his following wouldn't be so big if his message wasn't helpful. Because the one thing, the people that don't like his message, cool. But the people that do listen to his message, and the women that actually adjusted and listened to what he said, they said he was helpful at the most help. Like, even whenever they was looking for help from years doing therapy, the actual things he told them actually really helped them get real results.
Yep, definitely.
That's a big deal to me, and I just love the message. I love what he's doing, and it's not about appealing to the masses. It's not about everybody gonna agree with you. It's about the people that want to hear it, the people that want change, and that's what I love about him. So today, we're not gonna go too much longer. We got Your Average at Best video, the full interview. This is possibly one of his first that went viral. So we're gonna start off with this one, and we're gonna go through it. If you guys want to see more, we're gonna be checking it out. He has plenty of videos, and I love his content, so we could be checking out a lot of that.
He's just speaking the truth.
He does speak the truth, and sometimes he gives it very bluntly. Sometimes he tries to ease it on the people. But if you guys like the video and you want to see more Kevin Samuels on the channel, please spaz out on that like button at the bottom. Spaz out, you feel me? By liking the video, we're going to know you want us to come back with more Kevin Samuels videos, and we'll come back with it ASAP. But also, by liking the video, the way the YouTube algorithm works, YouTube will push the video out to more people. So that would be very helpful to us. I'd appreciate that. And also subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and we can't do it without you guys. Everyone's subscriber counts. Everything we actually do is free. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you'll be notified every time we drop a video. Not gonna hold you any longer. Let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Kevin Samuels, Your Average at Best. Let's jump into it.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
A lot of animals in the bed.
Those were hers.
I was trying to see.
Yeah, are you a PhD?
No.
I'm a PhD.
How many dogs you got?
One.
Really?
That sounds
a big one.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a cane corso.
Sound like a big dog.
A cane corso.
What is that in English?
It's a larger dog, and their breed is meant for guarding and protecting. They're very protective of their home and their family.
Okay, so what's your disagreement?
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
Wow.
It says disagreement day.
We're starting on a
I
bad
know,
note.
this is my first time catching it on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
You have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question. If you
But
don't
I
mind.
have a business, and if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
Book a session.
Definitely, I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man. But see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor
Okay,
dog
so
park.
what you're basically trying to do is, I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, "Damn your topic, I want to ask you what I want to ask you."
Right.
And but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude. But I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old, and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And what's your question?
My issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm
She's so bubbly.
just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
Hold on.
Ma'am.
I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because
dog
I find
business.
when I date down, guys see an interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what.
Well, first off, ma'am, I really don't understand.
She all over the place.
What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion.
What does that have to do with your relationship?
I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not
Yeah.
up a chance.
You try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Why? What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
Lower
That's
than her.
making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6-figure guy.
What exactly is your level?
What I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out
big
for you.
boss.
You ready? The guys you want aren't asking you out.
At all.
Well, I haven't been putting myself out there honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want
Right.
beneath you to ask you out.
Those are like guys I met online.
Right. So
That's putting yourself out.
again,
What?
the men you want are not asking you out. See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level? That's the
why I
real
need your
question.
advice.
Well, the
I need
first
your
thing.
advice.
Well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know is a disagreement day? It's selfish.
She
To
didn't
get
want
a
a
little bit of
book.
advice.
It's like,
I
well,
Didn't want to book a
yes,
session.
Book.
It's like I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner. That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title, and you said, "Damn your show title! I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me. But you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
And for free.
Sorry.
No, and I'm using this as a lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever.
Well, I want my advice.
So I'm gonna use this.
Keep my little money.
When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year. And was that man? Did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. And how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long
9
have you
years.
been making 6 figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay. Why do you need a man making 6 figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date, it's not working out.
Because
What
they
does that
want
have
your
to do with
money.
Because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself encourage him like, hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that. And then,
All right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make six figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not.
Closer to 10. So,
Okay.
10%. All right. So the question is, what do those men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want, what do they want?
I feel like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks, but also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on.
Okay, slow down.
Now.
I'm not understanding.
It's
You said
everywhere.
they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself.
Yep.
They want somebody that more than just looks.
Yeah, arm candy, but something
Arm
about
candy would kinda be just
brain
looks.
with it and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make six figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Do you know any men that you are related to that make six figures or more?
Unrelated to? Yeah,
Men
not
that
on
you
a
are
personal
not
level.
related to.
Not on a personal level.
So you don't know them.
But you won't.
You don't know what they want, but you want him. Ma'am, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want. And saying six figures is just something that you've got taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. But what do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
It ain't giving. She
I
got kids.
have a son now, so
Oh, she said
I
she
have
had
Where's
a
your son?
he's 13.
Where's the father?
13.
He's not in his life.
I didn't
Well,
ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
He asked, where is
All right,
he?
so let me go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options, and typically they don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men. This doesn't sound appealing
Not really.
to the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men. And you said once
Right.
I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling
Right.
you what they want. And you're still
Right.
saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year, and
Damn, paused. Okay.
She want a lot, but if you go listen, yeah, listen when he say to book an appointment.
Guys, I just wanted to stop the video real quick so we could commentate a little bit. That's the way it works. YouTube wants us to stop it a little while. I would have wanted to play it all the way through. But
Ooh.
with these certain type of women, it's not really about the man at all. And that's the problem. That's kind of where it comes. It's kind of what it comes down to, because it's all about what I want this, what I don't want,
Right.
this and that. And the one thing Kevin keeps trying to tell her is like, what about what men want? And that flies over some of these women's heads. It doesn't matter at all what you want. It's just about your feelings and what you want.
Yeah, she sounds entitled.
A little bit. She does sound a little entitled. But also at the same time, she doesn't know what she wants. That's the craziest part about some of these women. That's what confuses me the most. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to seem perfect. Just commenting on the video. It's like you know a bunch of things that you want, but you also don't know what you want at all. But you know you want a man with 6 figures. Well, these men want a certain type of thing, a certain type of person, certain traits. And to be honest, she seems more like the type that wants to lead, that wants to run things, that wants to have the last say so. And that's kind of a red flag for these type of 6-figure men they want. And the biggest thing about that is, and I always try to express this to women, because literally they all want that 6-figure guy, right? And there's not enough of them to go around for every one of you to get one. That's the problem there. But I mean, the math doesn't math with them sometimes. That's just how that works. I want it. This is my fantasy, and this is what's going to happen. And not to say anything wrong here, but you're literally already 35, right? So that already puts you like beneath a lot of women for that arm candy part she was speaking on. Like, if they do want arm candy, right? Well, then there's a bunch of 23, 24, 25, even 26, anything under 35 that they could actually try with that's not already set in their ways.
Yes.
And she doesn't seem very combative, would you say?
Yeah, and stubborn.
And stubborn, right? She doesn't seem very combative. She doesn't seem like she has a bad personality per se, but she probably doesn't notice how she comes off as very entitled and
spoiled looking.
Right. Not only that, the fact that she owns a business that makes her feel like she's automatically better than these men that she's already been trying with. And another thing is, though, the one thing that I want to say before we jump back into it is, women like this, not all women, y'all kind of mess it up for yourselves because you don't make yourself available to the type of men you keep saying you want. The one thing that a lot of women say is, I'll just wait. It's going to come. And I understand that. There's a lot of women that told you that growing up. Yeah, just wait. The right one's going to find you. But if you're not in the right place, or you're not looking, or you're not putting yourself out there for the right man, nobody's going to find you.
Yep, you got to put in some type of effort.
Right.
Some work.
She keeps saying how she's been trying with these men that are, from her words, lower than her, that are not at her level. She said that plenty of times. Well, how are you going to find this 6-figure guy that's a high functioning man if you never even attempt to try with one of those? Or you're not even looking in their direction. You're literally going after a different type of man. It just doesn't make much sense.
She better stick to the lower level then.
The logic doesn't make sense, because if that's who you're going on dates with, then inevitably you're gonna find someone like this instead of like that, because you literally don't know. She said it herself. You don't know anybody of this high quality 6-figure man. But also, it's literally a small percentage of men. So there's other women out there looking for the exact same thing you're looking for. So some type of way, somebody's not gonna find that. And if you look at the real numbers, like literally, it's 1 in 4 get married. And also, like, most of the time, not even most of the time, I said that wrong. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Women outnumber men. So just by the logic, the math, not everybody's going to be able to have that guy. There's one other problem that Kevin always brings up, is that sometimes you might have to build a man up, right? She said in particular that some of these men she was dealing with would want to be a part of her business, would want to be not only just want to work for her. Some of them wanted to be a partner and invest money. Why isn't that good enough?
I guess she want them to get their own.
That's true. True. That's kind of what she's saying. She's kind of, this is my business. I don't want you to be a part of it. I want somebody to come finish product. I want that 6-figure guy that already has his businesses. But to be completely honest, that's just not the type of men that are out there looking for her in particular. No offense, I'm not saying that, but literally the men that you keep running into and you're online and you're looking for, the ones you keep running to are the ones that want to grow with you, and that's just not a part of the cards for you. That's not what you want to do, and that's fine. Do what you want, but when you can't find that 6-figure guy and you're already pretty much past the danger zone, as Kevin says, you gotta start figuring some things out and start moving differently. The fact that you will continuously keep doing the same thing and not change the way you're approaching this is possibly the reason why you're not finding any of the men you want.
Gotta change something.
Right. If you want them, then maybe you need to put yourself in front of them. Let's jump back into it.
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want?
They all say they want that. They all want this man. You come with a lot of baggage.
I have a lot to offer. I feel like.
Would you want your son
If he already makes
To-
6 figures, why does your
If
business
you
matter?
had
to
a
him?
son making that kind of money,
Wasting
would
his
you
time.
want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See,
Depending.
see what I
And
mean?
now you trying
See
to
what I
make-
mean? This goes
make it
so
work for
deep
yourself.
black women. They will even. Should have been an easy,
Easy question.
No, I would not want my son to bring. I want the best for my son.
But since that's your
that should have been the
circumstance,
appropriate answer. That's
And
why I
they
set up.
normalizing that now, so
That is
most
bullshit.
women are okay with that from their kids.
You should want the best for your son.
Of course.
But this is. But and are you thinking?
If he brought home a
Then-
woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule.
Oh.
But when
No,
I
you're not.
advise-
Oh,
That's the
goodness.
problem. You all think
The
you're the
exception
exception
to
to
the
the
rule.
rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you. Because
That's my point, and
Then that
ma'am,
means
and
you're
that's
not the
my
exception.
point. You ladies all feel like listen. You ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule, and then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like
Oblivious.
other
Other
I'm
crap.
special. You don't know any men on this level
Don't know
that are
any.
not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Just to be
Can I ask a
straightforward
question?
about it.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so what?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51. I
Why
can't
are y'all
beat them
trying
off
to
with a
make it
stick.
what y'all want it to be?
That's another one you lies.
Most of these
No,
young women want
are
older
always-
men. They don't
younger
want men
women
their
are attracted
age.
to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh.
That
What would you rank
entitlement.
yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
10.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6,
Okay.
And
Okay.
how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry,
Your dress size.
a 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average
She was
looking
real about
women
that.
tend not to get
Like,
high earning
why would he
men.
pick you over the 8s, the 9s? Whenever
tend to
he's
get
6-figure and they all
average
want
men.
him.
So
Did you I mean stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right
Watch
there.
too many
Breathe and
movies.
digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up.
Before he was
But
a
a
6-figure
man earning
guy.
the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average.
Oh,
So
But
Yeah.
you're, ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Looks, them mouth.
say what?
He said, "Don't make me say it," and she gonna say what?
I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm
giving-
giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
Okay, but
But
you're not
what?
accepting the fact that, okay, average looking women,
She got to get on her phone.
average looking
She don't
woman
like what she
who's
hears.
old.
Entitlement.
Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son.
Then you got a 13-year-old son.
Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy.
With entitlement
This gets
issues.
worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men.
Now she don't even want to listen no more.
You
on
don't
your phone
qualify for one. And you're making, I mean, I don't want to have to go there.
That
But
forehead.
when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna
I'm
die
sorry,
alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone. Straight up.
With her dog. She got a
Because
dog.
you think you're better than
already got a
men that you
dog.
qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more.
Yeah.
Because you earn
That's
more
really
money
what
than
it
most
is.
people around you.
Right.
I'm already making that much.
Could you make some
But if
decent
your ass
money?
worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men
Them
that you
low
want.
men do,
We don't
though.
care about your money. It ain't ours.
Let me pause it there.
Them low men do though, and that's what she don't like. She want them to have their
Exactly.
own money too.
You trying to get in the top percent of men, and they already have this type of money, so your money is totally irrelevant to them. But as you just said, the regular guys, the regular average Joe, the blue collars, this would be an asset to them. Literally, you would be a good woman for one of them. But in her head, they're not good enough. That is the biggest problem here, and that's the disconnect. Because, like, for one, she said her face is a 5 or a 6, guys. She admitted it herself, but then she's like, my body's not. What? Like, for one, we didn't even ask about body, and regardless whether you think your body is banging or whatever, you're still 35 with a 13-year-old son. So that's baggage I have to take on
Yeah, a lot of
as that 6-figure guy. It's just so funny to me because honestly, she would possibly be perfect for these regular guys, the ones she doesn't want to date with, the ones that are trying to invest in her business, the ones that are trying to deal with her because they don't get the top percentage of women. The
Right.
women that those 6-figure guys actually get. And to be completely honest, they get them at an abundance. They're everywhere, and they all want them because they see the cash, they see the same thing you see, the same man you want. But it's the way we were groomed. They were groomed in a sense.
And
Because
even if she do find a 6-figure man, my bad, she might have to work on herself. Like, it might be even more harder. Like, the way she came at Kevin, she didn't listen or anything. So she might have to work on that too.
well, that's
like,
just one part of it. You're
It
not
might be
wrong.
hard
That's
for
just
her.
one part of it. But you gotta realize
he
that.
might leave you, girl.
Think about it. Think about it like this. And I'm not even think about this, guys. How many times have you watched or seen in a movie or in real life where this guy is probably with his wife, they were together, and then when they separate, or even if he was never with somebody, when he gets to that level and becomes this 6-figure guy in that top 10%, how many of them you see go and look around for a 35-year-old with a child? They literally go for younger, nicer looking, more submissive, nice, soft. This is not what they're looking for. And the problem is y'all want to change that. Y'all want that to be something else. You want us to just want what you want or want you because you think you're special. Like that, and that's what he was saying. And this is just their words. But it's amazing because it's not logical. It's like a fantasy.
Yeah, like the movies. Like, to be honest, as a woman, I feel like we do watch too many movies, like Madea movies and stuff, because it happens on there. But it's like,
But believe
it's not
in a
reality.
movie. But believe in it. Like it's real life. Like my life is gonna be this movie when this is a script that is
Somebody
written.
go take my son in.
This is
Girl,
a script that's written, and then like they don't understand at all that some women do. Once you do find this guy, then he has to literally be the stepfather to your child and take that on. That is now his responsibility. Now, don't get me wrong, he's still your child and your responsibility, but you are also his responsibility.
Right. And it's rare now. Like it happens, but it's so rare. Like a man taking in a woman with a child. It's so rare, but it happens. But not
No, it
often.
does happen. It does happen, but we're talking about a different caliber of man. A man that has options throwing themselves at him all day, every day when he goes out. Just these young women, these beautiful women, the actual 8s, the actual 7s, the actual 9s are throwing themselves at him too. So why, if I have all these options, and that's all Kevin is trying to explain, why, if I have all these options, would I go and I would choose this option just because you think you're better than somebody?
She not gonna agree.
Just
with
because
me.
you got this business where you make 6-figure, that doesn't make you a asset to me. I already am successful. I already have this 6-figure business. You want me because of that.
Yeah.
So honestly, that's not something that matters to them.
If he was still alive, he should have definitely did like updates or something. Because I would like to see where she at now. This was probably like 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I just wanted to speak a little bit about it because it's entitlement and it's a bit of fantasy. Like these women,
Delusion.
they have to wake up to reality, and that was what was so beautiful about his content, and what is still beautiful about his content, because they have to realize that reality is not what you want it to be in your fantasy. Sometimes just life is gonna be real harsh, and that's the harsh truth and reality is what he gives them sometimes. But we're gonna go ahead and jump back into it. Let's get it.
We care about the fact that
Okay.
you are older and you got kids. And you're average.
And that matters. They want that not to matter. She don't like what she hearing.
That's because she
And
ain't
your
never
reality
been
of your
told
life
this.
has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you.
Them dogs knocking door.
See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming
Waiting.
who's 6 foot, 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other
Just
kind of
wait
stuff.
on him.
And I'm sorry, man.
Just wait on
No.
it. That's what they tell you.
Most people get average people, especially average people.
Right.
And you're an average person.
That
I mean,
mouth.
let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business.
A pet business, y'all.
But that inflated her
You've
ego.
been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay.
So now all of a sudden you deserve a Bill Gates.
But if I'm looking at you, but if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same. I'm just.
No, you don't. Because
Obviously
if you
not,
did, you wouldn't have
put it
all that on.
Duh.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't. You don't look the same because if you did, you wouldn't have all that
You wouldn't
on.
even need it.
Some enhancements.
So, what is your advice for women that?
He's been giving
All right,
me
I'll
advice
tell you
the
my
whole
advice,
time.
man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. People think most of us in the black community need therapy, but you're not dealing with reality.
Mm-mm.
I asked you about your child's father, and you couldn't answer me.
Didn't want to answer
But
that.
it doesn't sound like you're too proud of him. What kind of student is your child?
He's an A student.
Does he have any behavioral problems?
No, he actually got a YouTube channel, and he's
I
trying.
don't need that. I don't need no. Just,
He asked about his
But where is it? But his daddy is still. If his daddy is alive, does he have a relationship with his father?
Yeah, he does.
He said earlier
Then what's
he
your
wasn't
issue
in the
with
picture.
She's just making stuff up.
He's not business minded like my father and my uncle. And
Then
that's
why
what
did you
I
choose to make a baby with him before you got married?
young and dumb? I was 16.
Exactly, and that cost.
Mm.
See,
Yeah.
that
It's a
young
lot.
and dumb shit. Let
That's
me
your
stop you
favorite
right here. That
excuse.
young and dumb shit you black women throw out as if it's supposed to get. Listen and listen well, women. Young and dumb is not a get out of jail free card.
Right.
It doesn't go woof and change the fact. You still have to carry that consequence. And men are not rushing up to be stepfathers to 13-year-olds.
They're not flocking in for that.
What would be better is if you honestly sat down and asked yourself, what value can I bring to a man?
That would be the
And
better
I
question.
know that what I can.
No, you could. This is the whole interview.
All right. What value? What is it?
What is it?
Yes.
Hmm?
I can help him with his business. I'm very business.
But you don't want help
on
with your
the,
business.
End of helping organize, and I plant
Anyone can do
into
that.
planting my own garden. So I can definitely plan. I'm into
Anyone that can
improving
plan.
my etiquettes with just self improvement and working on
Anyone that can
myself.
self
And
improve.
Ma'am, at 35
yeah.
years old, here's what you told me.
Nothing.
I can help him with his business. Due respect, ma'am.
He don't need
and I
help.
mean no disrespect.
The man you
20 to
looking
30% of people own businesses. What about the 70 to 80% of men who don't own them? That means that doesn't matter.
And if you don't want help with your business, why would he want help
That
with
means
your business?
nothing to the average man. Then the next thing you said, I can plant.
What?
Ma'am, that
Insane.
means nothing to most people because we go to grocery stores.
What?
Then you say self-improvement. I gave you a shot at saying what you have to offer to men, and you said nothing that we value.
What do you buy? What do
Oh
y'all?
man, book a session.
Book a session for all that,
I'm not
baby.
doing this. Nope. I'm done. I've tried to go around, but this has happened. The older you ladies get, the more you get set in your ways. Book a session.
The more
'cause I don't wanna
stubborn
do
you
this in
get.
public, man. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being.
How?
Don't tell me I'm being mean. Well, I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out
Shut
of
up,
my
I want to know where she at right
He's-
now. Did you find that hot
He
figure
said,
man?
"Get out my phone." Yo.
She probably still struggling. She about 45 now.
Whew. And I know some people that don't like his style of doing things. The softer people that don't really want change. Well, you want change, but you're not trying to enforce those changes. You're not gonna agree with it. You're not gonna really like what he's saying. But the things he's saying actually will get change. Just
be hard, but-
entitlement. And there was a lot of entitlement here, and she thinks basically just because she's making six figures, she thinks she deserves a six-figure man, which is not actually always the truth, especially whenever you're later age, like 35, mid 30s, late 30s. Y'all still assume y'all deserve this same six-figure man, and it doesn't even matter if he's older than that, because
this is gonna
as a
be
man, he has a lot more options. And not only that, the one thing that is the funniest thing is she was like, yeah, but there's gonna be 20-year-olds and these young women, da 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 da. Well, kind of that's what he wants, because they're not gonna fight him on everything. And some women will tell other women, yeah, no, oh, disgusting, these men want these young women. No, like, these are grown women and that are more easy to get on the page.
Right, less combative.
Less stubborn, less combative, more submissive.
That's why I was saying, if she do find that six-figure man, she's gonna be combative, and that man might leave, or he might do something crazy.
Well, it seems like they're
She's
not
too
gonna
masculine.
they're not gonna be able to be in agreement, because she's just very much on her own page and things have to be the way
Yeah.
she wants it to be.
Like, she
Like
wanna
for
be the
instance, one of the things that she had no idea. I'm sorry, guys. She had no idea what she could do for him. Like, and then whenever she did say things she could do for him, which was very kind of contradicting,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she was like, oh, these men that I'm dealing with, these lower level men, they all want to try to help with my business. They all want to try to be partners and invest money into my business. So if you don't want somebody to invest in your business, if you don't want that type of person, someone else to be in yours, why was it all of a sudden that would be a good thing for you?
You know why? Because she wants the six-figure man money. She want to be taken care of, even though she's making six figures.
That is possibly true. It's just a sense of entitlement, and I'll even go as far to say it's not just the older women, but it's the fact that older women, she hasn't put in that self-work and started trying to learn more so what these men would want, or if she even had a chance with these men, is kind of the problem.
It's dangerous.
Also, there's younger women that think like this also, but some of these younger women get pushed over. They get looked over because of that attitude, because of that stubbornness, and then y'all got this from other women. Like, literally, not caring what men think or what men value. It's just about what you want. And as soon as Kevin started asking her, what do these guys want? What can you do for these guys? It's stuff that is irrelevant. Like, it doesn't even
irrelevant.
matter. You want to help with his business plan, and then your self-work on yourself is supposed to help him. You were supposed to come like this. You're already 35, no offense. Like, you've had years and years to work on yourself, but now the self work, you'll do it then when you already got him. You got to be able to bag him first. He has to actually look your way. And this is no offense. I'm just commenting on the video. I know some people might not like what I had to say, but this is very true, and this is very, very, very realistic within our reality right now. And that's why 1 in 4 of our black women are getting married. That's why most of them just sit here at 40. Like when we watch more of this show, you're gonna see how they sitting here at 40, 50, 44,
just waiting,
and they're literally still saying that they're just waiting. I've just been waiting, Kevin. They're gonna come, and that's exactly what that's exactly what the older generation tells you sometimes. And it doesn't. Sometimes it's not the older generation. The older women didn't tell you that. Sometimes y'all tell yourselves that.
Right.
Like literally, they're gonna come soon. I'm just gonna wait.
And this goes for me too. I had to learn this too, y'all. Just in case y'all get in the comments, I definitely had to learn this. It was hard to learn, but I understood it, and changes have to be made. But yeah,
I mean that's just reality. The problem is just there's no real reality or real life like logic going on. It's literally a full fantasy. A full fantasy of, oh well, I'm 35 with a 13-year-old. I'm a 6 in the face, but they gonna come get me anyway because I make 6 figures. Well, to be honest, the man you want has 6 figures, and they all want this 6-figure man. So why would he even be worried about the fact that you make 6 figures? He could literally get a woman that has no money as long as she does what he needs her to do. He doesn't need that.
He might want you to get rid of that dog business and sit at home.
And then if that comes up, you're not gonna be willing to do that.
And then the child, we gotta remember the 13-year-old.
And that's the way men think, because it's usually women that'll watch this type of content. That's the way men think. Like men, you gotta realize, and even if you don't want to think like that,
real men,
even though masculine men, even though, and especially that 6-figure man they're talking about, like, dude, I gotta take in, like, I got a whole nother mouth to feed on top of having to take care of you. But not only that, that's not my actual child. That's not my legacy. And I understand as women, y'all want to be, oh, that's disgusting or whatever you want to say, but you got to realize that most masculine men on that level are not willing to take care of someone else's child in that way.
And he said most, y'all.
Yeah, most. And that's the thing, they like to pick, like, oh, there was this one time. Yes, it'll happen. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it happens. But generally, this is not happening. Y'all can't all be the exception to the rule. Trust me, I can't. We can't all feel like we're so special that the regular rules, the general rules to life don't apply to us. And I don't know how many women live their life this way, and I'm just too special for that to matter to me. I'm going to do it differently. But when it comes down to real life and seeing what's really happening in your life, ma'am, you're still at this age with a son, alone, not even doing good at the dating market.
Eggs probably ain't even good no more. So, what if he want a child?
So how is that special? Like, if you would just pay attention to what's really happening in your life and around you, you would clearly have to acknowledge, or want to acknowledge, if you really want something to work, that you're not as special as you think. Now, I'm not saying you're not as special at all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all hate that type of stuff. But you're not as special as you think. And sometimes you got to, like, humble yourself a little bit to get to the position you want. And like I said before I end this video off, bro, there was possibly a bunch of good men for her. Men that wanted to invest in her business, be a part of her business, or just probably be with her. They were not good enough. That wasn't good enough for her.
She thought less of them.
She thought less of them. She could have probably had a great relationship going, have some type of father for her child, and she went from saying the father was in their life to not in their life to they have a good relationship. That's kind of crazy. How can he not be in their life and they have a good relationship? It's just sometimes they just want to make things sound better for themselves.
And then the disrespect on the phone, like, girl.
But the one thing I did notice is once things started going south and it wasn't things she wanted to hear,
she grabbed that phone quick.
In her phone, not listening no more looking at the screen so
like,
we can
whatever,
see each other.
Kevin, I'm gonna find my 6-figure man.
And don't get me wrong, you can continue to try to find it, but you're not even looking. You haven't even had one date with one of these 6-figure men.
Because she know them 6-figure men is not gonna talk to her. She knows she needs to improve in some areas, maybe.
And sometimes they're very demanding, especially so they're not gonna tolerate that type of behavior. Like,
Right.
not only that, what if, like you said earlier, he wanted you to get rid of your business? Well, you wouldn't choose your business over that. Or maybe you would. It just
She might
depends.
cry.
But to be honest, you can't be put into a situation like, what's the easy way I can explain this? You can't be president if you never ever got into politics.
She just not
Like, that's a simple analogy.
Yeah, she
I hope
never
it didn't
found-
go over your head. You cannot be president if you never ever got into politics. And that's the type of fantasy that these women live. Like, oh, well, I'm going to be president of the United States, but have never ever even studied the lick of politics, studied anything about politics, but you're going to all of a sudden be president in the next 5 years. That's the kind of fantasy that they live.
I
Now,
don't think she's gonna find that masculine man because she gives off masculine, and the lower man, he's a beta. So
well, it's
she
not,
didn't like the
it's not
beta.
all of them. She would have to, I would say she would have to try to settle a little bit, and I'm not trying
It's gonna
to,
be
but she would
hard.
have to settle for the men that she said she didn't want. And not only that, it
Just
doesn't have to
go.
be a beta. It could be a masculine man. He's just not the finished product yet. He doesn't have 6 figures yet, and work with him to where he could get to that level. Now you built him up,
Wow.
and it means more.
she gonna feel like she bigger than the program.
But you want to find somebody that's already a finished product with the fact that he's a
know.
finished product and he's this 6-figure guy, which means he has like more options than any of the guys that you've ever
Right.
met.
Makes sense. He ain't gonna want to put up with you and that 13-year-old.
Right. When he doesn't have to, when he could go find a 25-year-old, 10 years younger than you with no children that's not about to be combative about anything, that just want to listen and appreciate what he comes with. You think sometimes they think they're the prize, and sometimes that's just not the fact. I'm not saying anything. We just comment on the video. But at the same time, this was a good video, bro. I always love a good Kevin Samuels video. It's just a dose of reality for some of these women. And to be honest, it's needed. Because she can keep doing this for the next 5-10 years. But ma'am, you're already 35. How many men you think gonna want you, gonna be searching for a 40, 45-year-old with that type of attitude, with just because you make 6 figures? Now, the men that are gonna want that are possibly gonna be lower tier men.
Right.
That's just how that's gonna go. Now, not saying it's not a possibility somewhere in the cosmos where she could find somebody, but you're gonna have to put in the work. To be honest, guys, this was a great video. Appreciated
Yes,
this video. I
definitely
want to thank
enjoyed
you guys. Whoever requested Kevin Samuels on the channel, we appreciate you guys for
shout out
that.
to y'all.
Make sure you're liking the video and you're spazzing out on that like button. Now, I know some of y'all not gonna like the video because some of y'all don't agree with Kevin Samuels. That's fine. It's whatever you want it to be. But if you appreciated this and you liked the reaction, I'm sorry about I was clicking the screen and it wouldn't pause sometime. I don't know. Maybe the screen's a little wet or something. I don't know. But either way it goes, please like the video and spaz out on the
Yes,
video.
like
If you
the
guys want to
video.
see more Kevin Samuels content, we're going to be coming back with that soon. So make sure you're spazzing out on that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to hundreds of thousands of subscribers and we can't do it without you guys. So we would very much appreciate that. And don't
Definitely.
forget to hit that post notification bell on your way out. But if you made it all the way through the video, you do real MVP. I appreciate you. I hope you know what it is, and we out, you dig.